The Cities United Roadmap Academy brought more than 20 cities together to kick off a year of intensive training, reflection, and coaching around creating an effective plan to reduce gun violence. Let's hear from a few of the participants.
One of the main pieces of feedback that I heard folks give from last year was that they wanted the experience to be longer. So looking at the agenda and realizing it was 5 days, my expectations were set pretty high. Cities United does a good job of keeping us busy and focused on the goal and providing experiences for us to learn. And so if you have a week-long engagement where you're going to be doing that, it sounds like you have a recipe for some pretty cool stuff.
To be honest with you, my expectation was to come in, get some training, some development, but this roadmap have really been instrumental having me think outside the box. The powerful type questions that we've been taught to ask, and to not really ask like open-end questions, but to really make you think, to put the puzzle together, put all the pieces together, and then the collaboration amongst other colleagues that are doing the same work in different cities, how we're all coming together, sharing like-minded ideas so we can have a collective impact when we go back to our communities.
The week has been exhilarating, learned a lot, able to share a lot of information, thought-provoking, and the focus on challenging ourselves to think about the way we're really doing this work and working with others has been very helpful.
To see and hear other cities going through the same issues that we are, to see and hear that there are other mayors that are interested in partnering with a nationwide organization to figure out how we get this right for our men and our boys who need us so desperately and have for so long, was empowering at the end of the day. Exhausting and empowering.
That's probably the best thing I could do as far as trying to improve morale about this effort, is to try and remove the barrier, to try and show people that the mayor is doing it, so it's okay for you to do it. And let's try and do it together, not try and send you out and do it on your own, but to be walking side by side in this effort, in this work.
It's not just enough to reduce the violence. The companion piece is to create opportunities. If we just reduce the violence, we saved their lives, but what can they do with them, right? We have to create opportunities.
Taking the time to write a plan is a major component, but getting the steps and the support you need to make sure you do it the right way is more important. And so I feel like leaving here this week, I have that foundation. I have resources. I've been able to hear what other folks are doing. So even if it's not a tangible piece of paper that Cities United has processed in my notes and my emails to myself that I've been sending all week, I now have anecdotes and examples of things that are going on in other spaces in the country. And then even so much so, the work that's going on in Louisville is powerful. Seeing how folks are working together, working around a common message, and seeing how they can support one another to improve outcomes for Black males is powerful.
But coming here, it shows us even today working with the logic model. We brought a logic model, but we were tweaking some things, but it's showing us, okay, it's giving us some bars to reach to and some different things. But I'm telling you, this is a powerful, just this planning session this week has been powerful because it's helped to shape our focus. When we go back, man, we can get back and put work into action to what we're already doing, but just focus on where we're going.
There were so many new things that I learned and resources that I was unaware of that I'm really excited about it. I mentioned before this access to information that we did not know that we had to help inform our strategic plan and make decisions. I'm going to be asking for tons of information from the city of Louisville since you guys have already started here, right? And I have those in my notes to ask my coach for. Just everything in the binder. Everything in the binder.
Because the urgency is set, we can kind of relieve ourselves of the burden of when, because it's obviously now. And so when we have, while this work is complex and while to a certain extent, all of us that are here in these different cities that are in the Cities United Network or in other platforms around the nation, are doing work kind of like in silos in our own respective cities. I think the fundamental truth that Cities United brings to the forefront, and that this experience allows us to wrestle with, is that we're doing this work now. We're doing it right now.